Hey, as you can see from my past couple days worth of videos, I got a pre-release or press key for Fullmetal Furies. Now, there was a glitch that they seem to have isolated to just certain video or sound cards that they seem to have fixed with, they've made a specific beta branch for me. So it seems like I can actually cover the game now. The issue is that there is a pretty big embargo. The game is separated into worlds, very much like Mario Brothers game. If you played Mario World, the layout of the levels and stuff is very similar with secret paths and things like that. I can't show anything past the third world, or basically anything past the second world. The start of the third world, from what I understand, is where I can't really show anything. So I won't be able to show like the whole moveset and stuff, but I should be able to show the basics. So you've got several save files here. If you live in a house, I don't know, you go to a gaming cafe, or you have a lot of gamers in your house, then there's plenty of save files here. So when you start, you'll pick your first character, and then at that point it will ask you if you have anyone else playing, and if you don't, then you'll pick a tag partner. If you played like the Warriors Orochi games, it's very similar to that. You just push a button and you switch, and you can do it at almost any time. Like, see, since I don't have anyone else to play with, it's asking me to pick a second player, so I'm going to pick the tank. So the first thing here is you have these trophies. The trophies do certain things. I couldn't really show them all even if I wanted to, because they explicitly told me to not show any endgame content. So when I do finish this game, it's going to be about 3 weeks from now before I can actually display anything. There's a couple here. These are all unlocked in the very first part of the game. You get your equipment board, discounts. There's a kitty. So here's the progression system. It's very much like Rogue Legacy. If you played that game, you don't level up with experience points just like that game. You level up with gold. So currency is always very important in this game. So there's a couple things here. So the basic stuff like from Rogue Legacy, you have your health up, your tech up, which helps with defending with the tank character. It does different things for every character. Strength up. So this one's pretty cool. When you counter, you get haste, which means that you run faster. And I wish it made you attack faster. Hopefully I can convince the developers to increase the attack speed. I think that would be really fun. Would incentivize counters even more. This one, when you're spinning, you get reduced damage. I haven't leveled up the tank as much. And she has just counters. For her, the tech, it increases her durability of her shield, so if you can't counter something, it's nice to have that. So here's how the combat works. Basically, every button has 4 different equipments or gear that you can equip, and that will change the way the attack works. Like for her, she has this one here, which makes it so she's permanently hasted, but she has 25% less health. So if you want to get around fast, this is actually really nice. You can avoid attacks by walking, even if you have all your other stuff on cooldown, simply because she's permanently hasted, but you have less health, so it's kind of a bit of a trade-off. Now there's masteries for using whatever attack you have mapped. Like here, I have 2 more levels I can gain that will give me more strength. Your profile strength basically means that you'll or the profile stuff basically means that you will have a permanent buff for each character. So if I decided to use the range characters, which I haven't really been doing lately, or at all really, then they will have a bunch of just permanent stat bonuses to work with. So right now I have the permanent haste, I have this which reflects melee attacks, and I just have the basic evade. Now with the melee characters, the evades and the powers are on a heavier cooldown than the rage characters, because they can do damage, and they're kind of like defensive evades or offensive evades depending on how you look at it. So you unlock these by getting blueprints. Once you buy the blueprint, you have it permanently, and you can get those by either just completing a level or finding secrets. So like I found a bunch of the secrets already, so I have a little bit more to work with. So you have your basic attack. Now on the equipment bar here, what this affects is the last attack. The other parts of your chain are always going to be the same. So right now I have this one on for damage over time, but this one is a lot faster. So now that I changed it, you'll see that the fourth attack is going to be different. Now at any time, you can switch. So you can do stuff like that. Try to get a basic combo here. Now at any time, you can cancel into your triangle attack or Y, depending on which controller you're on. So you want to be able to, you want to remember to do that as much as possible, because otherwise you're going to be locked in animations. There you go, there's a basic combo. Like, you're locked in that animation for your circle button or your special attack for a really long time. And you can always use that to defend yourself. With the tank, it's a shield, so you can do stuff like that. Anyway, that's the basics of it. Like, gold is a very serious or important currency in this game, so you want to get as much gold as possible. Now, you seem to get a reduction if you've already cleared a level before, so you can't really grind that much, but the game does give you a lot just for clearing the level for the first time. Also, you get gold for dying, so if you get stuck on a level, it's not just a complete waste of time. You actually are always gaining gold, and you can't lose gold in this game, so you're always moving forward, which is nice. So I'll play through a level here so you guys can get a better grasp of the mechanics. So certain enemies will have shields, and depending on the color of your character, you'll be able to break it. I already did this. Let's just move on. But there's little puzzles and challenge areas like that you can go through that usually have a new blueprint or a trophy. There's also indicators for when an enemy will attack, so you can pay attention to that. I do wish the combo variety was a little better. It's kind of limited, but they basically said they didn't want to make a button masher. Hopefully they'll add some cool modes or something where you can combo a little more. So the moveset is actually quite limited. It's more that you just have more customization over it than you do in most other beat-em-ups. Yeah, I just got an equipment level up there, so that means that I got a permanent stat bonus. So here's where you'll get your item, usually a blueprint or a trophy. So I actually got 2 permanent upgrades there just for using my moves. So you are incentivized to switch your loadout as much as possible. At the same time, if you like something, you can stick with it. It's just that you know, if you try to play an extra character or another character, it's going to be a little harder. But you can always stockpile gold for them and level them up a bunch right away. Now you're always moving forward in this game, which is nice. So now I have a little bit of gold to work with to upgrade her if I want to. So now if I dash for longer than 1.5 seconds, I get a 25% damage increase. And you can go here, you know, you can change your loadout. And that's basically the gameplay loop, is you just keep repeating it like this. And there's always cool stuff to find. I found a bunch of the secrets already. There's this monolith thing, which is, I don't know, some kind of cryptic hint or something for some kind of secret. So there's lots of stuff to find. You're always encouraged to explore. And you can always change your loadout here. But yeah, that's basically the gist of Full Metal Furies. If you guys have any more questions, you can go ahead and ask me. But like I said, I am not allowed to show anything past World 3 or any of the endgame stuff. So if I do anything with the game between the release date, then it's probably just going to be random, you know, raw gameplay like this. I'll try to explain more mechanics as I can, but like I said, I am under an embargo, so you'll have to wait for my my overall thoughts of the game. I probably will beat it far before it comes out, but I won't really be able to really explain or reveal my opinion until then. The game is going to be released, I believe, on January 17th, so you have a little bit of time. It is going to be on consoles as well, so definitely choose the platform. It's going to be easier for you to play, especially if you're going to be playing with friends. Anyway, catch you guys later. Peace.